On the point about surplus, the idea about the GST hike was on to say we need to get more so that we can spend more. Always on this type of spending is about social spending. It's not spending to buy subs. It's not spending to say you want to buy F-35. They never structure their increased spending on such things. And instead, they will say we want to spend more on seniors, we want to spend more on people who are in need. And which is why people accept that, because we accept that this is the kind of sacrifice we have to make in order to make sure that all Singaporeans are taken care of. But yet, at the end, look at this budget. How much is actually spent on caring for those people who are in need? Just look at the ComCare. Last year, we spent less. We trust the government to consolidate the income so that you would spend it in a prudent manner. But then at the same time, you see building the Founders Memorial, buying 2 subs that we already have 4. All this expenditure doesn't make sense. If you were to look at it, right, Singapore has well enough money, right, to make sure everyone who basically are caregivers, family members or partners who are disabled, or seniors who are disabled, they can have a very, very nice and comfortable life because of the reserve accumulated by our forefathers. But yet, they just simply hoard this money for don't know whatever reason, demean the people who are in need of help, and then at the same time, really splurge on all these things that frankly does not seem to be so essential. As an ordinary citizens, we do not know what the basis of their planning. They just say, oh, trust us, and then just go ahead and spend. We don't have independent committee looking into their expenditure. This spend is like a sacred cow where you cannot question us. We go and spend on whatever stuff, right, is for the purpose of national security. And then it's like a blank check to them. And who is the greatest beneficiary of this defense budget? Temasek, ST Engineering. Temasek gives us money back through NRIC and say, oh, we return your refund. And then you spend the defense spending on its ST Engineering, which actually goes funnel back to Temasek. Of course, I'm not saying that there's anything corrupt, but then from an accounting point of view, right, although they do channel a lot of money back to the Singapore income, but then at the same time, we also spend a lot on them in terms of security, in terms of defense.